pooped in my mom's bed.
So we got Play-Doh and the thing that looks like poop mold.
No? Give me some toilet paper. What the hell is that? That is so gross. I forgot it was dead meat.
Hajime!
Are you ready for a Team Hoot 100% pull up vlog?
Are ya? Are you ready for that? Are you? Here we go. Well, 100% minus the poop part.
Alright, let's get back to it. Let's do this whole thing chronological order.
Starting with my pole vault practice. I decided to do things a little different to try and keep everything fresh, and the kind of idea was my shoulder was hurting when I went back too fast, so I keep thinking,
Why would I try and squat 600 pounds if I can't even do 100 pounds?
we're doing stuff from short, 2 lefts, and it's been really awesome and fresh. And so the idea was to do a little straight pull, 2 left meet, and try and collect as many PRs as I could. Vault day, got my workout partner. Right, Squish? Workout partner! It's fun because it's a little less predictable, and life is more fun when it's unpredictable. You know, you kind of have to embrace the chaos of life, because that's what makes life so awesome.
So like I said, you have to embrace the chaos. So that's what I did something I never did before.
I started the meet at 5 feet.
That's right, baby. Collecting PRs. Woo!
And I missed the first part.
I missed my first jump at 5 feet. I'm not used to having to throw the pole back. I never realize how hard that was if you haven't done it for like 10 years. So I apologize for people who had trouble throwing the pole back because I couldn't do it either.
Yeah, we continued after that and just jumped by 6s. So we jumped 5, 5, 6, 6, 6, 6, 7, 7, 6, 8, 8, 6, 9, 9, 6, and 10. I'm not gonna lie, at like 7.5 feet, my glutes started to get really tight.
Man, I'm PRing, I gotta keep jumping, so I kept jumping.
And I couldn't walk the next week and a half because my glute was so tight.
Well, lesson learned again. Don't push through the pain. Doesn't ever pay off.
2 very important lessons I learned.
I am bad at straight pole vaulting. Good thing poles bend, or it would be a lot rougher on me.
Number 2.
It's fun to do something different, and it's fun to do things you've never done before. Taking this giant step back in the pole vault has kind of made it fun again.
Oh, and then number 3. I did a celebration after every single make I did. So here are those right now. The Brad Walker.
Yeah.
The Bjorn Otto. The Sam Kendricks. The Every Single Girl Vaulter. Riding the Bull. The Suicide. The Bolt. The Billy the Kid. The Elevator. I invented that one. I thought it was pretty cool. The Shotgun Guy. And the Miss the Moment.
And what are you gonna do this time?
That's called Miss the Moment. All celebrations you guys can try after you make bars. Or I will try and get them into my repertoire this summer. If you stay tuned and you pay attention, I will try and do those. Okay, bye.
So Shawn, how'd your Team Hoot camp thing come about?
I've been talking with Melissa White for about a few months. She suggested actually running a camp in Pittsburgh. And I thought that was a great idea because I had a lot of fun doing it the first time in Michigan. So my second ever traveling Team Hoot camp was really fun. I arrived in Pittsburgh. All my friends are dead. Where Melissa White's mom, Mrs. White,
and because I don't like calling her by her first name because I grew up being respectable like.
Mrs. White, picked me up, and it was my first ever Team Hoot transportation sign. It's my first sign. It's so good.
I never thought I'd get one of those before, so that was pretty awesome. It's like, Team Hoot, pick it up, here we go, pick me up, Team Hoot.
Oh, fun fact. Mrs. White's son, who's roughly my age, has been trying to get her to try Chipotle for a bunch of fortnights.
How long's a fortnight?
I convinced her to try Chipotle.
I did that, me.
From that moment on, she will never see the world in a gloomy, dark way ever again. It will be nothing but sunshines and rainbows.
All because of Chipotle. Chipotle, the place where dreams are made.
Come on, I wish Chipotle would sponsor me. That'd be great.
You know, you can do it. I'm pretty good.
So I got down there a day early so I could kind of hang out with the kids a little bit and watch their meet. Melissa's idea was if they're having a bad meet, if they're having a I don't know why I talk like Porky Pig.
Bad meat.
She said if they were to have a bad meet, she wanted to just be like, you know what?
It's not that bad. You're Shawn Francis.
I don't know what she thought was gonna happen. I got to hang out with all the kids, and there was a bunch of kids who have watched the vlog. Okay, count to 3 and I'll take a picture. All right. It's recording right now, actually. What are you gonna say, man? The whole pole vault community is watching. Hi. We'll take it. What's you got any words of inspiration or a funny joke? It can be dirty.
How do you blind an Asian? Oh, dental floss.
And someone told them I was there, and they wanted me to hand out medals, which seemed weird to me. I don't know why that would be special, but I handed out the medals, and that was kind of fun. The next 2 days, we ran 2 separate camps, and Melissa White is insanely awesome. I show up, and she had this huge banner, like the size of my room.
Yeah, like roughly the size of my room. I said, welcome, Shawn.
That doesn't make a guy feel special. I don't know what will. And she even had a huge Team Hoot sign. I don't get super proud of a lot of things I do. I don't know why, but I'm pretty proud of the Team Hoot thing. And then being able to see something I created based on an idea that I had was pretty cool to me.
I think it just makes it even more cool that it was this idea that's just been in my brain, and I always feel like it's in my brain all the time and it's not anywhere else, but then seeing that it has gotten out of my head and into someone else's brain, that's pretty cool to me. Is that a weird way of thinking about it? Chipotle, the place where dreams are made.
I think Team Hoot's pretty awesome. I'm really happy and proud of it. So over the next 2 days, we ran the camp with roughly 30 kids. I like to think of coaching as just roughly sharing knowledge or presenting opportunities. Kind of like that old saying, or you can lead a horse to water, you just can't force him to drink it.
Or you could try and force him to drink it, but you might drown your horse. Which is kind of true if you try and force a kid to learn something, whether he wants to or not. If you force it on him, he's going to drown and then either leave the sport or not want to do it anymore.
At this camp, we had a lot of thirsty kids, let's just put it that way. And they wanted to learn, and they wanted to try everything I was suggesting. And that's all I ever ask, is my ideas might sound crazy and weird and different, but the least you can do is just try. And if they work, great. And if they don't, throw it away and we'll try something else. That's kind of how I like to roll, and that's what I say at the beginning of all these camps. So I couldn't have asked for a better group of kids. Good. They were awesome and tried absolutely everything I tried.
Yep.
And
that's
all I can ask for. It was really good.
Yeah.
I had a lot of
fun.
fun.
And then push back. Little shed area. Good. Yep. More dance moves in case you guys go to a dance anytime soon. You have to bring your own hurdles though. It'll be kind of weird on the dance floor. I'm not laughing at you. I remember when I did the same thing because I was a little guy too.
So on the very last day, one of the athletes, Adam, he surprised me big time. He showed up.
Shawn, just want to let you know, I painted you this painting.
Which is hanging on my wall. It's like after the camp, I kind of got inspired to make this.
He did this out of his own brain. There's like numbers under there telling you what color to paint or anything.
I was in shock. Like, it just hit me right in the feels. That's the best way to say it. I don't know how else to say it. I was just like, wow, I impacted somebody enough to make him want to paint me a painting. That's... So I'm proud to hang this on my wall. I don't know what else to say. It just like, I don't know how to describe feelings. It's really weird. So it's going back up here. And then Mrs. White actually baked us cupcakes. And again, it's just amazing hospitality. I don't know how else to put it. I didn't want to leave. Let's just say that. So we took the cupcakes and I made all the kids eat them in one bite. And it was awesome. So it was successful.
Worth it. Oh yeah.
And then 2 days later, I got this amazing email from Melissa. Here, I'll read it for you right now.
So let me tell you how awesome life is today. Lauren got 8 feet, tied her PR. Molly got 11 feet, new PR. Adam got 13 feet, tied his PR. Eric got 14 feet, new PR. And Hayden got 14.6, a new outdoor PR. And then they cut him off because there was a strong headwind and they didn't want him to jump anymore, because he could potentially get hurt. But he was easily at a 15.6 height on it, and he said, all of those kids worked with you, and I was screaming and crying. Wow, wow, wow. 3 wow she wrote in there.
And that, oh man, it just made me feel really good that something I said helped them jump a little bit higher. And it wasn't all me. I definitely know that. It was, I would say 90% of it was Melissa. I just threw some glitter on it. You know, I just threw some glitter on that huge project she was already working on, and the kids jumped a lot better. And then another week after that, I got this email.
So today we had districts, aka state qualifying meet, and we represented you well. Hayden warmed up on his Team Hoot shirt and ended up getting 15 feet and taking first place.
He is a sophomore, by the way.
Molly got 11.6 and also won first place.
She is a freshman, by the way.
I'm pretty sure I was the only coach there that won both boys and girls title in the same event. And Hayden is a sophomore and Molly is a freshman. Thanks so much for all your help. Wow, what a day. I have to admit there was definitely some tears shed.
Just a little fun fact, Molly's PR going in was like...
I don't know exactly. It was under 11, like 10.6 or 10.9 or something like that.
And she had a deal with her mom that once she jumped 11 feet, she could pierce her nose. So she actually jumped 11 feet when I was working with her on that Sunday, and then she jumped 11 feet that Monday, and then a week later she jumped 11.6. So I hope her nose is pierced by now. I haven't heard anything, but that is awesome. Those text messages meant the world to me. Just like a lot of you, I'm sure I'm full of self-doubt, and mine's just caused from being human, and I think probably a little more than most people because of the depression that is linked with it. It's kind of like, it's like that old saying, and you know, the more you know, the less you think you know. I feel like I know quite a bit about the pole vault, but the more I know, the less confident I am, because I know there's a lot of stuff I have yet to learn. And so this kind of just reminds me that, you know, some of the stuff I know can help a little bit, and it was awesome. It was really fun, and
Chipotle, the place where dreams are made. I don't know what I'm trying to say. It hit me in the feels again, and I don't know what to say about feeling, so thanks for having me. Thanks for letting me work with your kids, Melissa, and thank you, kids, for trying my stuff.
And I'm looking forward to hearing how the rest of your season goes. Okay, let's move on to some other stuff. So I got back home and back to training, and so I had to write my training for the next cycle and threw some new things in there. I added these drills in there I used to do in college that I made up, or my first year out of college. I call them
the hanging hookers?
I call it that because it's funny, and the first time I ever saw it, I saw a pole vaulter named Steve Hooker do it. And I know a lot of you probably know who Steve Hooker is, but for the young kids, he is an Olympic gold medalist and one of the highest vaulters to ever pole vault in the history of this event. Hanging hookers, they're really fun, and actually they don't hurt my shoulder at all, so they worked out great. The second thing I tried was these hurdle hops into sprints. I've never done it before, but I've been listening to that Omega Wave thing, and it says you need to drop the volume and up the intensity. So I dropped the volume, and I'm thinking if I do some of the hurdle hops during my sprints, that should up the intensity. And so far, so good. It seems to be working. So due to my pulled glute, I guess, or strained glute, I don't even know, my tight butt.
It's very tight.
I only jumped once within the last 2 weeks due to that pain in my ass. But since I don't have a ton of meets on the schedule yet, I don't have this pressure to jump really high or to make huge strides in my progress every time I go out. But there's this drill I always wanted to try. I think I saw it 3 or 4 years ago, and
I just never tried it because I was like, I don't want to waste a whole day trying to do this drill and not be able to progress in my vault that could potentially have me PR, jump higher or something like that.
But I saw Giovanni Lanaro do it, and this is what you do is as you swing up on the pole, instead of being in front of the pole, you actually get behind it, and then you do a full 360 around it.
Insane, right? And it kind of hurt my brain thinking about how to do it, because you don't necessarily want to be on the back of the pole upside down.
But it took me like 30 tries just because I had no idea how to do it, and I had to overcome kind of the fear in my head and the physics behind it. I played, and it was really fun. And I finally got it, and then I could do it like every single time by the end of the day. And,
there it is!
So cross that off my pole vault bucket list. So I don't know what it's called, but I saw it for the first time with Geo, so I call it the Lanaro. So if you guys want to try the Lanaro, let me know how it goes, and I'll throw it in the next pole vault vlog I have. Just send me some videos of you even attempting the Lanaro, and we'll see what happens. So after 30 jumps, I was like,
I should probably be done.
But instead I was like,
well, let's just see if I can find the right poles for the next time I jump from 2.
But I don't have small enough poles, so I started using the high school poles to see if I could find something that worked. And it took 20 jumps probably just to find out what poles would work, and then I took another 10 jumps, and I think the last jump of the day I jumped 12.6 from 2 lefts on a 14 155. I think I was holding at like 13 or 12.3 or something, 12.4. It'd be cool to see what I can do when I'm fresh and not
doing Lanaros all day.
And it was different. I've never bent a pole from 2 lefts before, or even tried to clear a bar from it, so it was all new and exciting. Kind of like I said earlier, it was kind of like embracing the chaos of the unknown, so I'm looking forward to more of that.
Right, owl on the wall?
And if you guys are interested in having me travel, do the Team Hoot traveling camp thing, shoot me an email or go to my website and fill out some information for me, and I'll get back to you.
It helps me get to meets, and it helps me continue to make these vlogs and stuff, so if they're helpful in any ways. Plus, I can help you more and share some of my knowledge bombs with you.
Yeah, let me know. Those are fun to do, and I really enjoy doing them.
Also, Team Hoot, the Team Hoot 3-month summer program is up on my website, team-hoot.com. Go check it out.
Technically, you could start it anytime you want. It's just 12 weeks, so you could start your 12 weeks whenever you want. But the idea is I want to give you guys videos of all the circuits, so you don't have a bunch of questions and make the transition as smooth as you can. There's weights and training in there. You have all my personal information to get a hold of me anytime you have questions, which is pretty cool. I think it's a really cool idea. Team Hoot Summer Training Program on team-hoot.com. Go check it out.
Also for free,
there are 4 Team Hoot wallpapers for your phone, or background images. I don't know what you guys like to call them.
I don't know why I'm sitting like this. It's like a weird pose. I'm gonna go back to this way.
If you want those, they're free. They're just on the front page. Just click on it and download it, and boom, you have Team Hoot on your phone.
2 more things and I'll stop with the updates.
If you are in the Minnesota, Wisconsin area, my dad wanted to run a summer vault program, so we're gonna do that at Hastings High School every Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday from 10 to noon. So if you want information on that and want to jump with me every week a couple times, let me know, and we will get you guys hooked up and ready to roll.
Last but not least, there are a few Team Hoot shirts left. They're still going pretty fast, especially after the camp. I sold a bunch of them. So if you guys are looking to get your Team Hoot shirt, let me know.
That's it. Until next time, stay awesome, and remember to embrace the chaos. I'll see you guys next time. Okay, bye! What it does is it measures your metabolic system, it measures your CNS system, and it measures your cardiovascular system. You pretty much test every morning, and then you have the option of doing it before or after a workout. And then you make decisions based on where your body is. Training could say,
let's do 50 100s at 100%. And you know, you might feel good last week, but this week you're like, I feel like absolute garbage.
Measure. Now it's going to search for the electrodes, and they found it. So then from there, it says it's ready to go. Pretty much lay down, don't move, and then press go.
And then the device kind of tells you what it does. So I started using that right when I started training again, and I thought, this is what I'm going to do. We'll see how it works.